Hi Scorpio, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot readings from the heart. Sorry, some of your spreads laid out. This is your, I'm doing your live spread today. I don't come back with I don't do mid-month because I just do one straight monthly reading, love, and also I might introduce doing singles again though, because I feel a bit bad for people who are single who want singles readings. But anyway, we do 2 readings a month usually. Your monthly reading, and then your love reading, and then your general monthly reading. As people, they're not viewed as much. The generals aren't really, but people still want to have them. So yeah, I've decided that sort of mid-month we come back with a bonus reading, which is what I like to do. And this bonus reading for this month is it's not even for this month, it's for the next sort of 7 months. It's for the remainder of the year. I didn't get to do this reading at the beginning of the year because I was busy with other stuff. I was trying out other spreads and that type of thing, but I wanted to do the live spread sort of from June going on to the end of the year. I was going to do it sort of July to the end of the year, 6 months, but I just thought, well, I really am itching to get some of these live spread done. So this is your live spread from sort of June 2018 to the end of the year, December 2018. Now, sorry some of this is laid. I did start recording it and I shoved it on screen. It's just that I had to change my tripod because it was playing up with the camera and I couldn't fit everything on and I couldn't see everything, so I had to change the tripod. And so that's why half of this is laid. Your live spread focuses on 5 areas of your life. This is on my website. It's been very, very popular, this reading has. This deals with your home life. Now your home life is here, your personal life is here, and your career is here. We now want to lay out, now the cards have already been shuffled and cut, so we're going to look at love, which is here, and I'll tell you how this goes. You've got the top cards. This is love, and this is sort of future. So this is how everything will kind of be tied up by the end of the year in this area here. Okay. And I'm just going to reshuffle, and I'm going to ask the universe, what's the advice? What do you need Scorpio to know? What's the advice you want for Scorpio by the end of, through 2018? What's the advice you have for Scorpio? Show me. So this is the advice card. This is the advice. This is what the universe wants you to know. This is advice, guidance for how you navigate these areas in your life in 2018. Now, just to let you know, I'm using the Handsome Roberts deck for this particular reading, Scorpio. And for your major cards, we're using one of my favourite decks that I absolutely love, Golden Universal Tarot. Is what we're using here, okay? Beautiful. But we use, so what happens is then we've got these 5 areas laid out, and we use this. So we use our major cards. We only take the majors out of another deck. So you've got majors from one deck and then you use the whole of the deck up for the other. This is the live spread and this is the anchor here. So the anchor has been shuffled and it's been cut. And the anchor, as I said, is made up of only major arcanas. We take 7 out of here. So here we look at card 1, which relates to your personal area here. This will be sort of where you are right now, but also the outcome of this personal area, where everything is heading. So that's card 1, the base. Card 2 is your career. So card 2, let me just think about this one. Card 2. Is that career or is it love? Can't quite remember. So, no, sorry, card 2 is love. So, we have card 2 being your love life here. Card 3 is your work. So this is how everything will pan out in your love life here. I hope you guys can see that actually. Bring this over a little bit here. This is how everything will pan out in your, we'll try and bring this over just a little bit. Like this. This is how everything pans out in your personal life, your working life, and your love life here. Card 4 is the central theme. So really this equates to what's going on in your home life, how everything unfolds in your home life here. Card 4, so that's card 5 now, is your immediate future. The immediate future, so the home life is here, and this card is the overall outcome for this area. Your work life is... your love life, sorry, is here. This is how everything how everything pans out in your love life here, the major card. Your working area is here. This is the overall outcome of work. Personal, overall outcome of personal. This is your future area here. So this is the overall outcome of the future area. This is just the wishes area. So this is how you wish everything would go, or where you wish everything would go. And this is the overall outcome. This is the overall outcome of where things are heading for you. Let's just try and push this up a little bit here, like so. I hope that was explained okay, guys. I haven't been very well. I had a load of fruit and stuff yesterday. It's really upset my stomach, so I'm just drinking a load of water this morning. Okay. So, yeah, that fits on all nicely. Okay, great stuff. So, what we're going to do, we're going to get a pointer pen, and we're going to have a look at, first of all, we go to card number 1. Now, this is the base area, and this really just looks at the general energies that's happening for you at the moment, Scorpio, okay? But this will also be the, so it sort of doubles as the overall outcome as well. This card doubles as, you know, what's going on with you at the moment. So this is what we call the basis foundation, okay? And this is kind of your present experience here, but this will also double up for what will be the overall outcome for this area. So let's have a look at what your present experience is right now. Well, you've got the Hierophant. So some of you guys are probably going through some form of a transformation at the moment. Hierophants represent guidance. They represent teaching, but they also represent learning lessons, because the key, if you can see that, I hope you guys can see that, the key on the bottom of this card is all about the unlocking of knowledge, the unlocking of secrets, the unlocking of secrets and knowledge and information that the querent needs to know. So once you've got your guidance, you can unlock these two keys, you see. So I think that your present experience for some of you guys is that you're being guided onto, some of you guys might be going through a spiritual transformation as well, because there are certain cards within the tarot that indicate spirituality. Cards like Eight of Wands, Ace of Wands, spiritual growth, both of those cards. The Star card being in alignment with the universe, being in alignment with oneself, manifestation of wishes, even the Magician to a certain extent, because again it's aligning yourself with spiritual forces and manifesting your deepest desires from there. The Hierophant is another card, but the Hierophant is more about, the Hierophant is the conduit between God and man. So what the Hierophant tends to do is the Hierophant tends to speak on our behalf to a higher force, and allows the wisdom of God, universe, whatever you want to call it, to channel itself through itself in order to give, see these two people here, guidance. So some of you guys, I think that you are, I mean, if you are the Hierophant, then you're definitely, I feel, being, you know, at a real strong place within your life, because this card is all about taking control, and this is taking control of your core beliefs. The Hierophant represents tradition. It represents ideology. It represents having a set of beliefs. It represents dogma. So some of you guys, it might be that what you're currently experiencing, you might be experiencing a person like this as well, Scorpio, because the Hierophant can be a Taurus individual, but the Hierophant can also be somebody, you know, some of you guys, it might be that you're experiencing somebody who's teaching you, so somebody that you're learning a great deal of stuff from. Some of you guys, you might be experiencing something to do with education. You might be learning something at a university, for example, with the Hierophant energy. For some of you guys, it might be that you're getting married, because the Hierophant is a card about unions that are made official. So you can use this as a marriage card within the tarot. It's definitely a card where a marriage or a union is being blessed. For some of you guys, your present experience with the Hierophant, though, because the Hierophant's an interesting card. Sometimes other people's beliefs don't always adhere to our own. So it's not reversed. It doesn't talk about, we wouldn't have this area being reversed anyway. It's always pretty much upright. But the Hierophant, in your present circumstances, it might be that you're experiencing somebody else's core beliefs and having to adhere to those. And sometimes that is an uncomfortable thing for people, especially when you've got a strong set of beliefs yourself and having to adhere to others. So the Hierophant is also about the leader of a group of people. So some of you guys might be experiencing either being the follower, or you might be the leader at the moment with this Hierophant energy. Some of you guys might be in a place, as I've said, of control as the Hierophant, or you might be in a place of subservience to other people and to their ideologies and their beliefs with the Hierophant. It just depends on how you relate to this card in terms of your present experience. But in the main, I think that some of you guys are going through a personal soul transformation with this Hierophant energy. I think that some of you guys, you might be experiencing a spiritual journey. You might be on a spiritual journey. You might be on a path of enlightenment currently with this Hierophant energy. let's have a look at what's going on in your personal situation. So what's the theme? Well, the theme is about the Page of Rods. So when we get, just to remind you as well, you get the top cards here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These top cards are called the key cards. And what these cards do, they talk about influences that are going to be coming in. So this will be talking about the influences that are coming in, they're around you, okay, when you get those key cards showing up there. So just wanted you guys to know that, you know, this is these cards show an important influence, all right, that's around you now, or that could be coming in the future, okay? So these cards will tie all of these together. So the important influence that's coming in for Scorpio in the area of your personal life, it could be for some of you guys a child with the Page of Rods, because the Page of Rods is all about children. All pages relate to children. Page of Wands can also be some really exciting news. So it might be what's the influence that's coming in around your personal life could be to do with some exciting news for Scorpio. The Page of Wands can also be about taking risks and endeavouring to go out there and make yourself known, promoting yourself. So the influence is around some of you guys. It might be that you're going out there and you're going to be promoting yourself in the next few months, okay, up until the end of the year. Because the Page of Rods really is a broadcaster in the tarot, so this person would broadcast news. And if it's not about you receiving information, then you're certainly putting information out there. The Page of Rods is all about just getting out there and having some fun. I know it sounds really cliched, and I sound like one of those people that's like, yeah, just go out there and have some fun, but it's not. It is truly that card. It's the energy around your personal life might be, for some of you guys, especially if you haven't done it in a while, with this Page of Rods, it's all about going out there, having it fun, taking a risk, experiencing life on your terms, acting like the kid, feeling like a kid, not being afraid to explore your more childish side, your more risk-taking side. All of that energy is lovely. So for some of you guys, the energy around you in your personal life could be about news. It could be about you guys promoting, broadcasting your own news, your own self, putting yourself out there, getting yourself a name, getting yourself well known. This could also be something to do with travel. Page of Rods can represent when you actually move and you've travelled somewhere far, like a sunny place. The Page of Rods, more than anything though, is about taking risks and not being afraid to go out there and have some fun and live differently. Okay, so that's the area here. The influences, and I'm not going really in depth because we want to try and keep these readings to a certain time. They're longer on the when you order one of these readings on the website, you get a written report with it, and it's an hour and a half, 2-hour reading, depending on which reading you choose. Now, what's coming in around this? What can you experience? Well, there you go. You've got the Eight of Cups. Some of you guys in your personal life, you're definitely leaving something behind. You've got the Eight of Cups. When you get the Eight of Cups, this is about leaving behind what is no longer serving you. That's what the Eight of Cups is. The Eight of Cups is, you know, it's not a negative card at all. It just shows that in the first instance, this is going to be about you guys walking away. So you guys are going to be leaving. And you can see the cup, the 8 cups that are stacked unevenly here. Okay, so this person here who's walking towards, and they're letting the moon is showing here. So they're letting their intuition guide them with that moon energy. And I think that you guys are, in the next few months, you guys are going to be feeling highly intuitive in the next few months, because some of you guys know that you're going to need to leave something behind with this Eight of Cups energy. And whatever it is that you're leaving behind hasn't been serving your highest interest, because the Eight of Cups is all about leaving behind an unstable feeling, or a situation that was unstable and unsettling, and moving towards something that's going. See, this person's, they're on a voyage. They're on a trip to finding something better. So I definitely feel, I mean, this could be news, good news coming in, and around that good news, what ties in around this good news is you. But I think that this is you guys really taking a risk, and I think that the energy around you guys is that you're broadcasting something here. Okay, I think that this is you guys broadcasting something here, because the Eight of Cups is a very, very personal card. It literally always shows the client. You know, it could show somebody around you, but, you know, and it might be somebody, you know, it might be that you're receiving news. Maybe somebody did walk away from you, but we're reading these cards all as future energy, not past. So this is all of the stuff that's coming in. So we're not reading the past of the Eight of Cups, you know, maybe somebody walked away, but we're reading really everything's going, all of these cards are all future situations coming in. So I do feel that you guys are broad, you know, you're ready to take a risk here. You're ready to do something new. I think for some of you guys, the energy around you will be about fearlessness with the Page of Wands energy. Great deal of excitement with the Page of Wands energy around you guys. In your personal life, a great deal of bravery, fun, exhilaration for the future, getting out there, making yourself known, making yourself heard, coming out of your shell. I feel this is because the situation around this Page of Rods is all about you guys releasing something that is no longer serving you and moving and trying to find something that will do in the future. Now, the next card to show up for you guys is, wow, oh my God, these are amazing cards. The Sun. You guys are going to experience some positive changes. You can, you know, the Sun card is like any one of those cards, like death. Not so much Wheel of Fortune, yeah, Wheel of Fortune, death, Tower, you know, and don't feel that, you know, cards like the Tower and cards like death are negative cards, because they're not negative at all. All the Tower does is it says you've got to leave something in order to build something better for yourself, because whatever it is that you live is unstable and it needs to go. All the Death card says is you need to close something down, shut it off for good, so that you can transition into something that is better for you. You'll generally find that within the Tarot, Scorpio, all of the cards, pretty much all of the cards aren't negative. I mean, the Devil is my only bugbear within the Tarot, but even that card can be a really positive card, especially when you know, because the Devil is about obsessive behaviour. So especially if you've been pretty shitty with money and you've spent it stupidly. You know, the Devil can say, well, you become obsessive mad with the Page of Pentacles about being more responsible about your money, being more careful with with your funds and your resources. So it can be, all the cards within the Tarot are pretty good. But, you know, they can show, you know, especially when they're reversed sometimes, a little bit more negative. But it's fine, because everything is trying to guide you to live a better life. That's what the Tarot tends to do. So you're going to experience some successful changes. The Sun. In your personal life in the next 6 months, whatever it is that you're walking away from and trying to find, it's going to be very positive, I feel, with the Sun energy. Some of you guys might be traveling to the Sun, so you might be traveling to a really far-flung place. And remember, the Page of Rods can also be a travel card. So some of you guys, and you've got the Eight of Cups, which indeed can in fact in itself be a travel card, because it shows somebody who's leaving something and they're moving somewhere else. So for some of you guys, it might be in the next sort of few months, and 7 months, you're going to be experienced traveling somewhere far. Especially if you live somewhere where you don't get a lot of sunshine, you might be moving to a hotter place in the next 7 months. You might be making plans to move. For some of you guys, I feel that whatever it is that you're walking away from here, you're going to be entering a more positive state. This card is really the overall outcome card of this area here. It's how everything sort of ties up, and then we get this is the overall outcome, is the Hierophant energy. Which is interesting as an overall outcome for these cards. Nonetheless, you guys are the ones that are in control. We'll have to see what the overall, because the overall outcome with the Hierophant energy is either having to, you know, this is the card, as I've said, about learning lessons and guidance. And, you know, some of you guys, it might be the overall outcome is university for some of you guys. For some of you guys, it might be that you're learning something from someone here. For some of you guys, you might be the Hierophant as the overall outcome. You might be the person that takes control of your own life. Okay? Just depends on how you want to read that card, really. Because remember, to be a tarot reader, you've got to know the meanings of the card, but you've also got to be able to look at the card from an objective point of view yourself. You've only got yourself to rely on when you do readings. So I certainly feel positive energy is coming in here. Whatever it is that you're trying to find, you're going to find it with the Sun energy, because you've got a successful new beginning coming in here in the next sort of 7 months for some of you guys. As I said, some of you guys, it could be travel, but I think more than anything else, you've got some success, prosperity, happiness, new beginnings, some positivity, optimism happening within your life. There's a great deal of joy within your life for some of you guys. Some of you guys might be even close to pregnancy maybe, because Eight of Cups can, when you get a number 8, it means that you're close to something. It means that you're very nearly there. And, you know, it might be that the energy around you is about an announcement. So some of you guys, because it's an Eight of Cups and you've got a son, a child, it might be that some of you guys are close to a pregnancy. But I feel that some of you guys, more than anything, and the outcome, overall outcome, Hierophant could be a hospital, for example, because Hierophants represent hospitals and education within the tarot. So we could, you know, there could be something like that as well. By the end of the year, you might have a happy bundle, something like that. But I think that you're very close. I think that some of you guys, you are following a new path, 8 of Cups energy, and I think it's going to lead you to a positive new beginning. Now, the overall outcome of this energy shows here. Now, that's interesting. We've got a 7 of Swords. I think you guys, by the end of the year, will be strategizing. Now, I'm not saying, I don't want to read the 7 of Swords in this reading as a negative, okay? Because it's not always a negative card. The overall outcome with the 7 of Swords says, well, you're still going to need to strategize. And also the overall, you know, the outcome of this area says, well, you get most. Because 7 of Swords can also read as a card that says, well, you get most of what you want, even if you don't get all of it. And when you read this, and I think that would probably be how I would read this as we're not going to read it negatively because it doesn't feel negative. When you do the life spread, you also look at how many cards are positive within the life spread, within these areas, and how many are negative. So this doesn't feel like a negative reading at all. This feels like it's saying that the outcome for this area, with it being the 7 of Swords, is not only are you guys going to be strategizing moving forward, which means that there's going to be a hell of a lot more work for you guys to do within your personal life. I think the 7 of Swords is also saying that you get most of what you got, what you've aimed for. You don't get everything, but you're going to be moving with most of it. You know, because the 7 of Swords can be a move card. This person, usually I like the Rider-Waite deck better with this 7 of Swords. We're going to get what the 7 of Swords is about actually on the outcome. We're going to get a smaller deck. And we'll lay down 2 clarifiers here, or 1 to 2. So we're going to use the Rider Tarot deck, alright, because I'm reading everything singular, alright. So let's have a look again. We've got around you the Page of Rods. So the energy around Scorpio for the next sort of 7 months, from June 2018 through to December 2018, the influence is coming in. The most important influence is coming in, or which will be around you, will be the Page of Rods. This could be an announcement. And it could be, the energy around your personal life could be about you guys announcing something here, because it is an announcement card when you get the Page of Rods. Now that announcement could be that some of you guys are moving to the sun. You might be moving abroad, for example. The outcome being the 7 of Swords energy. It might be for some of you guys you have to be careful, for example. 7 of Swords can be to be cautious. The outcome is that you're being cautious. The 7 of Swords could be that you are running away, avoiding something. The 7 of Swords can be that you get most of what you want, but not everything. The 7 of Swords could represent somebody who's being treacherous or being deceptive. Especially some of you guys are making an announcement that you're moving or you're going to be travelling. It might be that the outcome is that somebody wants to put a stop to that, because the 7 of Swords shows a theft, or shows somebody who's trying to take something from you. So indeed it might be that the outcome is that somebody doesn't want you to move, Scorpio, because there is an announcement. The energy is about an announcement, and I think some of you guys are moving on to something better here. But the outcome with the 7 of Swords maybe will be that somebody doesn't want you to move. They don't want you to go. They don't want you to, and they're using their tactics, powers of, you know, being underhanded. The overall outcome is showing somebody perhaps being underhanded here with the 7 of Swords energy. And the overall outcome, how the situation pans out, is by the Hierophant. It might be that you guys have to get some guidance on this. It could also be that with the 7 of Swords there's a blockage, because 7 of Swords can also render the word failure, to be honest with you. So I do feel that the energy around you, a personal life, is about an announcement being made here with the Page of Rods. This could be travel, this could be anything with the Page of Rods, but I feel that an announcement will be made in your personal life over the next 7 months. And I think around that announcement we have you leaving something behind, and I think that you guys are going to be walking towards the sun. You're walking towards either somewhere new country, for example, for some of you guys, Scorpio, or I think that with the sun energy, this is about you guys leaving something behind for something better, and this is all about a positive new beginning, with the sun card feeling really optimistic and happy for the future. But I do feel now, looking at this 7 of Swords, somebody wants to stand in the way of you getting what you want here in your personal life. And I think that with this, it doesn't have to be a person, it can just be a circumstance with the 7 of Swords. The 7 of Swords can indeed be a blockage, because we've got this 7 of Swords. You can see this person here, they look rather underhanded, look like they've got a game plan. I think the 7 of Swords is somebody who's trying to stand in the way of you achieving this energy here. But I think that the overall outcome will be about you gaining some guidance here, so you can go and do whatever this thing is. Let's have a look at why the Seven of Swords is occurring. Universe Spirit, why is the Seven of Swords occurring in 1 to 2 cards? Why is the Seven of Swords occurring in 1 to 2 cards? Well, this is something to do with work. 8 of Coins. Okay, so I think that somebody's trying to stop you from moving, because you've got a Knight of Wands energy here. And the Knight of Wands, you know, this could be a change of work, for example, environment, because the 8 of Coins is all about work, and this is, when you get the Knight of Wands, this is about a change. This could be a change of location in terms of work, for example, with the 8 of Coins. Some of you guys are working towards a move. So the Seven of Swords is occurring because you're working towards a move. So it might be for some of you guys that the outcome, I think it's going to work two ways. I think that either somebody will look to stand in the way of you moving or doing something different here with this Seven of Swords, because Seven of Swords can show a highly deceptive person and somebody who's being underhanded, and it could be through jealousy, or it could be because Seven of Swords isn't always a bad card. It might be that somebody's trying to stop you from moving or doing something different with these energies, because I think that you make an announcement here with the Page of Rods energy. I think the energy is about you guys getting out there. You're making an announcement, you're doing something different, there's a change coming in, everything feels really good within your personal life, and you're leaving something behind, you're moving on to something better. But you might have somebody who is jealous of that and wants to stop you from doing that. It doesn't always have to be jealousy. It might simply be that you've just got some obstacle with the Seven of Swords that's stopping you from doing that, because this person here, the reason that we've got the Seven of Swords is because some of you guys are working towards changing direction here, and it might be there's a bit of jealousy or somebody doesn't want you to do that. It could also be that maybe the outcome, though, is about you guys having to find a strategy to do this, because the energies are about making a positive move over the next few months for you guys with this Eight of Cups and the Sun energy, and the Page of Rods being the overall energy. And what is the Seven of Swords about? Well, if we look at it about, when you do tarot, you look at, well, what is the card about? What word are we going to attribute to this card? Are we going to say that this is a deceiver? Well, if it's a deceiver and the outcome that you've got that's blocking you from making these changes, well, they're blocking you because, you know, the Eight of Coins for me is about work. So this is about you guys working towards changing direction, and it might be that this person here who's blocking you doesn't like it. But if this is you guys doing the Seven of Swords, it might be that you're strategizing. The outcome shows you guys there's more work to do. This might be just kind of something in the works with these three cards. These two cards might be that something is in the way. You're making an announcement, but something underneath that announcement, it's all about changing and moving towards something better, whether it's another country, whatever it is, Scorpio. And the outcome might be, well, there's a lot more planning ahead to make, because the Seven of Swords is all about planning. So, in fact, this might just simply be about you guys having to strategize and be very, very clever and very smart in your thinking and drawing up some form of an action plan. This isn't something that you can do just by the click of a finger like that. That's something that's going to take a lot of planning here, because you're working towards Eight of Coins. You might be working towards, you know, changing direction here. You know, because the Knight of Wands is a move or a change of direction with that Knight of Wands energy showing here. And some of you guys, it might be that you're looking to work on your own. I just pulled another card out. We've got a Nine of Coins in the reverse. The Knight of Wands, though, I always remember I'm a tarot interactionist, so I'm looking at where the Knight of Wands is facing. The Knight of Wands is rushing out of that Nine of Coins in the reverse. Now, Nine of Coins in the reverse can also mean that either you've got financial issues, financial problems. You might have invested wrongly in a situation. You might have lost your money with the Nine of Coins in the reverse. You might have lost your independence with the Nine of Coins in the reverse. So now I actually think that this isn't a person. I think that the outcome is you guys having to strategize. I mean, really strategize. I mean, drawing up some form of a plan. I don't think that this is a deception. I think this is you guys. I think the outcome shows you guys having to, you know, strategize. You're having to be very careful. You're having to plan ahead with the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is all about planning and strategizing. And that's because I think that you guys are working towards a new direction, and that new direction is coming out of here. Can you see? So you're working towards, you can see the Knight of Wands is rushing towards the Eight of Coins. Some of you guys, it might be that you're moving into a new job and you're moving out of this Nine of Coins in the reverse. being broke, for example, having no money. For example, some of you guys, it might be that some of you guys are leaving home, for example, or you're leaving, because Nine of Coins in the reverse can show as somebody who's not independent enough. So it might be that you live with family with the Nine of Coins in the reverse, you don't have your own space. So some of you guys, it might be with the Knight of Wands rushing out of here. What you're rushing towards is working towards a new project, because what you don't want to do, because you can see the Knight of Wands is rushing out of that Nine of Coins. This Knight of Wands no longer wants to be this, so no longer wants to be broke, or no longer wants to live in a shared house or live with parents or with siblings, and his focus is on working towards a change. So you would interlink the cards. So here we go. We've got the Knight of Wands rushing out of that Nine of Coins. Why is he rushing out of the Nine of Coins? Well, he's rushing to work. He's rushing to work. Well, why is he rushing to work? Because he's working on a change, working on movement. So I think actually this is all about you guys by the end of the year having to find the overall outcome of your personal area is having to find a strategy, because I feel that you guys are looking for changes, especially in your financial situation with that Nine of Coins being reversed there, especially in perhaps your living conditions as well. You might be looking to move home for some of you guys, for example, by the end of the year, and the overall outcome will be the Hierophant. For some of you guys, if it's a home move that you're looking at here, Scorpio, you're looking at the new keys to an apartment, because the Nine of Pentacles, sorry, the Hierophant represents housing issues as well. So this can be a landlord, for example, and these keys are the keys to the new apartment. So some of you guys, it might be by the end of the year, you actually have the overall outcome with the Hierophant is you've got a new apartment coming up for some of you guys. For some of you guys, it might be that if you're strategizing here, and you're going into a new job, perhaps you're riding to work or going to a new job energy, trying to leave behind financial imperfections with the Nine of Coins in reverse, or having to live with others, or not feeling as a sense of stability or independence in your life, and your focus is on working because you're working towards a change. It might be that the overall outcome for some of you guys is gaining guidance, or having to work maybe for a company or something like that with this Hierophant showing here, because the Hierophant also shows companies where you have to clock in and clock out. For some of you guys, it might be that the overall outcome is gaining some guidance, but I don't think it's gaining. I think it's partly gaining guidance, but I either think that this is for some of you. I think this might be work related showing here, because I think some of you guys are probably going to be looking to move home. You're looking to move out of a home that you're in because you're not independent enough. It could be that you live with parents, friends, siblings, whatever it is, but you want your own place, I think, for some of you guys in this area. And I think that this is the announcement that you guys, the overall outcome is you guys taking a risk, making that announcement, showing there is the overall energy. So some of you guys, by the end of the year, getting a new home, the keys to a new home. For some of you guys, it will be with this Hierophant probably having to work for, a company, for example, especially if you've been working on your own and money hasn't been flowing. It might be that by the end of the year, having to adhere to somebody else's rules and regulations with the Hierophant energy showing there. So that's what I'm seeing so far for the personal situation. Let's have a look at what your home situation is. And I think that this area here is going to tie up. So, yeah, I mean, you've got the Three of Swords. The overall energy is, I think some of you guys are leaving home. I think that you're leaving a property. The Three of Swords can also talk about tumultuous energy. So the overall energy for Scorpio might be that you have got some tumultuous energy. It might be that you've got people that you disagree with in your home. It might be that you've got some arguments going on for some of you guys as the overall energy with that Three of Swords. And as I said, it might be that some of you guys are separating, so you're leaving a home. And that would probably kind of relate to this area here as well, Scorpio, with the energy I feel being some of you guys leaving a place where you don't feel that you've got independence, focusing on your work here because you're working towards leaving, changing direction, changing home, because this is home move as well, moving home. Knight of Wands can be as well. So some of you guys are definitely focusing, working towards moving home because you want to leave behind, leave this not feeling independent situation here and having to strategize. And I think that this might fall in place here with the overall energies in your home life. Three of Swords. And some of you guys, it might be arguments. It might be, problems. But I think that with this Three of Swords energy, it's going to be for some of you guys leaving, separating yourself. Let's have a look what's underneath this energy around your home. Well, there you go. You've got this Ten of Cups. So you've reached the end of a line for some of you guys. You've got the Ten of Cups. When you get the Ten of Cups, tens usually mean completion. So when you get the Ten of Cups, this can be saying goodbye. I do feel that the energies around you guys, it is about saying goodbye. You've reached a point in your home life And I think this definitely falls in with the personal life that I'm looking at here. So for a lot of you guys, it's definitely, I feel, leaving home, leaving a property by the end of 2018. And I see that you guys have reached a point of completion in your home life here with the Ten of Cups, where you're saying goodbye to the property that you're in and probably moving to somewhere else. Now, what else have we got showing up here? Oh my God, you've got 2 tens. So yeah, definitely ending a cycle in your home life. And this is why you've got the 3 of Swords, the energy around you. It's really funny that you get the 10 of Swords, 3 of Swords. 3 of Swords, and it might be somewhere that you don't want to leave, okay? Because this is all about separation. Because around this, what is it about the 3 of Swords? This is the energy that's going, the influence is coming in around you in the next 7 months, is the 3 of Swords. And the 3 of Swords is about heartbreak and feeling upset. So some of you guys will be feeling upset. The energy around you is feeling upset because there's a division happening here. There's a separation. And around that, we can see clearly that this is about the home. You've got the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. But 2 tens, 2 to 3 tens in a reading mean major changes. Major changes coming in. It means the ending of one cycle and entering another. So you've definitely got some major changes around the home area coming in, Scorpio. There's an ending of a cycle concerning your home coming in. What's the outcome card? The Page of Pentacles energy. So the Page of Pentacles, wow. The Page of Pentacles is all about, this could be the signing of a new contract with the Page of Pentacles energy showing here. The Page of Pentacles also shows the overall outcome being shortage of money. I mean, it's an interesting one because the overall outcome with the Page of Pentacles for me, some people will look at this card and say, well, it's about good news. But the pages, it's a page. So pages are like aces. It is the potential for something to develop. Also, Page of Pentacles, it could be the overall outcome for some of you guys around this area here by the end of 2018. If it's because the 3 of Swords, it looks like you'd be happy to go and leave to me, okay, in your home life. And I think with the 3 of Swords showing, you've got the ending of a cycle, definitely. You've got 2 tens here. And then we've got the Page. Okay, now we know that pages come after tens. Alright, so this is the starting off a new venture here. I would read this out because a page will come up. This is a number 10, 2 tens here. And then you've got a number 11 in the Page of Pentacles. Pages always come after the 10. So you get, you know, you get from the ace up until a 10. And then you've got the page. So I would say that this is the starting of a new venture. This is the overall outcome. You guys are looking at the starting of a new venture in terms of your home life. You're probably looking to make a down payment with the Page of Pentacles because Page of Pentacles is all about paying a down payment. So you probably, some of you guys, the overall outcome is paying a deposit on a new place here. And we do have in your personal life showing up here, finding a strategy in your personal life. Looking to, some of you guys looking for work so you can leave this behind, all right? So some of you guys might be looking, because Knight of Wands can also be searching. So some of you guys, if this is a strategy job, some of you guys might be in your personal life looking for work so that you can leave behind financial instability with the 9 of Coins in the reverse there. So it might be the overall outcome is needing to strategize, because you're definitely announcing, I think, for some of you guys that you want to leave something behind, you want to find something better. But the overall outcome is you guys here having to strategize because some of you guys looking for work because you want to leave behind this. The Page of Pentacles, I feel, therefore, is for some of you guys in your home life. I think this ties in that in your home life, this is about the overall outcome of the Page of Pentacles is probably making a down payment, I think. I want to get what that Page of Pentacles is about. 2 to 3 cards, universe. What's this Page of Pentacles about? What's this Page of Pentacles about? And because I think, also because I think, because we've got a 3 of Swords showing here. 3 of Swords can show disappointment as the overall energy. So what's the overall outcome around this page, this 3 of Swords? So this is about needing to be resourceful and be responsible. So if you find that there is, with the 3 of Swords energy showing there, if this is anything to do with disappointment in your home life, with disappointment, heartbreak within the home life, 3 of Swords energy showing here, around that, this is about leaving, completing an era where you live. And the overall outcome might be that you have to be careful with real resources or look at how much you've got to put as a down payment showing up here. I mean, this is definitely about taking a new direction here. 2 of Wands energy. And you've got the travel card of the Two of Wands, the Eight of Wands as well. So there's definitely travel and moving out in this area showing here. The Eight of Wands can all about messages as well, communication, lots of communication. Because the Two of Wands is all about being at a crossroads as well. But I think this is more about taking a new. So this Page of Pentacles, I think that more than likely the overall outcome for you guys is going to be about needing to be resourceful with your money, needing to be careful with, because the Page of Pentacles is all about being responsible. I think the overall outcome around this area, you can clearly see that you guys are looking to move here. And I think that whatever it is that you're earning in this area here, and however it is that you're strategizing on this home move, Scorpio, I think the overall outcome is the need to be responsible with one's cash. Page of Pentacles. For some of you guys, it is the, you know, because you've got the 2 10s and then the number 11 here, it's the gateway to something new with this Page of Pentacles. And looking at the overall outcome is looking at the window of opportunity here. But this is based on the Two of Wands energy, and the Two of Wands energy is about being motivated to take a new direction. Okay, in which I think that you guys, this is not, because we know that this is about travel and moving, in which I feel that some of you guys are needing to be very, very proactive with the Eight of Wands energy. So the overall outcome, I think, is really just about looking at what the resources, the overall outcome for your home life will be looking at the amount of money, the resources that you have, and that's about taking a new, being motivated by this new direction that you want to take, and acting proactively towards it with the Eight of Wands, because the Eight of Wands is all about setting things in motion. So if you want to take a new direction with the Two of Wands, perhaps you guys are going to need to set a few things in motion with the Eight of Wands energy. And what is it that Scorpio will need to set in motion with the Eight of Wands energy? Show me. Well, the move, the Four of Wands. Okay, some of you guys, you need to set in motion maybe something to do with a successful venture. Maybe this is a business thing. But the Four of Wands is a very good card to show up here. All right, so what is it that you know, this is all about motivating oneself, taking a new direction and setting things in motion. And this is the home move. So this is setting the home, because Four of Wands is also a home move card. So setting in motion the home move, I feel, with this Four of Wands showing here. There's definitely a home move coming up for you guys. But I think the overall outcome is the needing to be responsible with one's money. So how does this situation play out in your home situation showing up here? Well, there you go. You've got the Magician. The overall outcome is that you have a start. You're manifesting. The Magician is about manifestation. You guys are going to be manifesting your goals and your desires. You will find that by the end of the year, some of you guys are actually going to be moving home. I mean, this could definitely be a down payment as well, the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles shows somebody who's paying for something in installments. So, you know, if here we've got 2 10s around this energy here, the Three of Swords. Three of Swords, it's a difficult one because it's usually deemed to be quite a negative card, but I would read this probably as being a separation in terms of leaving the home, Three of Swords energy. And around that separation, the Three of Swords, you've got to change for the better, the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles showing here, in which the outcome is the Page of Pentacles, using your resources. Okay, so what is it about using these resources, or being, or maybe making a down payment? I'm seeing the start of a new venture here with the Page of Pentacles, but it's a money thing. So I see that you guys are probably going to be paying out some form of cash here by the end of the year, and this is all about taking a new direction, being very proactive, or sending messages or communication concerning a home move with the Four of Wands. So I definitely feel that you guys in this area here, are moving home, and I'm seeing things manifest for you guys by the end of the year. If some of you guys are needing to look at what your resources are as the overall outcome, then in this new direction, you're going to need to be very proactive, I think, with the Eight of Wands energy here, in terms of perhaps for some of you guys setting up some form of a new venture here in which it enables you to earn that money to move. But we're seeing the overall outcome showing here in your home is new beginnings, the Magician energy, the manifestation of manifestation into reality of all of your hard work and effort with that Magician energy. Really nice energy showing there. Let's have a quick look at your working environment. Alright, so things seem to be a little bit in limbo. You've got the Hanged Man showing here. So I'm seeing things are a little bit in limbo with the Hanged Man. You might be feeling the energy that's coming in around you guys. For some of you, is feeling stuck. For some of you, though, the Hanged Man can actually mean a change. It doesn't always have to mean a change of perspective. It can just mean... well, yeah, it does actually. It can mean a change, but it can also mean things are taking slow to evolve as well, because the birthing canal of the Hangman looks like pregnancy as well. So I think with the Hangman, what we're seeing here, the overall energy will be that things will be a little bit in a lull for 2018 in terms of work. It doesn't have to mean that it's bad. It just means that things that might be taking time to evolve for you. Now, around that, what you guys will experience, well, judgment. Okay, so I think that around this lull, the Hanged Man, the energies of the Hanged Man, what you're going to experience, how this ties, because this is, remember, this top card ties everything in together. So you've got judgment, and judgment energy is all about making an important judgment and an important decision. It's all about some major life changes. So I think that you guys are going to be experiencing around this Hanged Man a major life change with the judgment energy. What is the other card? Well, the devil. Okay, so I think that this is more about you guys being awakened with this judgment energy, that some of you guys are going to be feeling stuck because you've got the devil card showing here. And usually when you get the devil card in a work reading, this can be about being chained. So this is chained to the forever clocking in, clocking out, doing the same thing over and over and over again. It might be that you've got a terrible boss, for example. Some of you guys, it might be that the overall energy is having to wait with the Hanged Man energy. Some of you guys, it might be that there's a judgment coming towards, you're making a judgment, or there's some form of a tribunal you're going through. Because judgment can be about a judgment that is levied against someone, and that judgment might be on a devil, for example. And devils usually show as bad people in the workplace, people who are overly... they're overly controlling bosses, or just people that cause trouble, or, you know, people who make it difficult for you. So it might be you're going through some form of a tribunal with a work colleague or a boss or something. Or some of you guys are just making a judgment that you're feeling very, very stuck within this, within the working environment that you're in. The overall outcome for this shows the Emperor. That's interesting, as the Emperor. The Emperor is the number 4 card, so the Emperor is an overall outcome for this area. I think there is somebody, I mean, you've got Emperor and the Devil, and the problem with those as a combination is this is an overbearing boss. All right, so I think that the overall energy will be with the Hanged Man. You guys are going to be waiting and biding your time before you have a change showing up here. Because I think that this Emperor is actually somebody showing in the outcome. I think that this is somebody that's going to be around you with the Emperor energy, and this person exerts control. I don't mean it to be a negative reading, I'm sorry, but I think that the overall energy around you guys for work is you guys making a judgment. And I think you can see the judgment is calling out this Devil and the Emperor. Might be 2 people here, but I think that there's a judgment either going to be levied against 2 people that you work with, Scorpio, for what your careers in 2018. I think for some of you guys, you might be making a judgment that you are feeling really bound and feeling really chained, probably by your position as the Emperor, especially if you guys are in a high position, Scorpio. It might be you say, you know what, actually, and the energy around you with the Hangman might not be about just being stuck or being in limbo. I think it's all about taking it on a new perspective. So some of you guys, the energy around you is about you are changing your perspective on the work that you do, because you make a judgment over the next few months that you are kind of very chained by the position that you're in. For some of you guys, it might be that the energy around you is about having to go with the flow, having to take a step back and gain a clearer perspective with that Hanged Man energy showing there, because the situation is about making a judgment in a job that you're stuck in with the Devil energy. And possibly the need to take control of that as well with the Emperor, because Emperors represent the need to take control and take your control back. And also make, when you get decision cards in the tarot, one of those can show as the Queen of Swords, one of those can show as an Emperor energy as well. So decision cards, Chariot as well. So the overall outcome could be you guys making a very important decision concerning this energy of the Devil, because you've made a judgment on that. But I do feel the energy around you will be about with the Emperor, with the Hanged Man. Some of you guys feeling stuck a little bit in limbo, and some of you guys with this Hanged Man needing to take a step back to gain a greater perspective. Now, what's the overall outcome for your work? The World. You know, it's interesting. I think that the world energy here shows that a natural cycle is coming to an end, showing here. I wouldn't, because the world can be that you gain great success, but these energies here look like change to me, because you've got this judgment energy, and this is making a significant decision on a devil, on something that's chaining you, or perhaps a bully boss or somebody who's making you feel terrible about the work that you do, and taking a step back with the Hanged Man energy. Some of you guys might go on sick leave, for example, in the next few months, with this Hanged Man being the overall energy, because this can be the card that suggests somebody wants to go on holiday and just relax and just to gain some time to gain greater clarity. But I think that overall, whatever the situation is for you guys, I think that with this world energy, you're going to be coming to a close. I think you're going to be shutting something down for some of you guys in terms of work. I think that you're going to realise by the end of the year, it's time to bring something to its natural conclusion. Let's have a look at your love life. Oh wow, Temperance. So the energy around Temperance, for some of you guys, it is the need to go with the flow. Especially if you're in a relationship. For some of you guys, the energy around you will be about finding the perfect person. You may have found the perfect person with the Temperance energy, because Temperance is all about finding your soulmate. It's about finding the person that you can balance your life with, the person that makes you feel harmonised as an individual. So this is definitely one of the great soulmate cards. The Temperance card, if you're single, is all about going with the flow and really just working on healing yourself more than anything. Now, around that, this could also be Sagittarius. What are you going to experience? Oh, right. So I do feel that you guys have, if you've got love, I feel that there is some unhappiness with this card. There is some boredom perhaps for some of you guys that you're experiencing, or maybe there's somebody around you that could be showing elements of being bored. If you're single, I feel that you do have opportunities for love, but it's showing us with the Four of Cups energy a little bit of boredom, not being interested, being very, very selective on love with the Four of Cups energy. The next card to show, oh dear. Oh, sorry, Scorps. Sorry. For some of you, and this won't relate to all of you, so don't get your knickers in a twist, all right? Jeez, you know, the amount of people that come to me on some of these readings, like, oh, that was fucking negative, blah, blah. Stop it, you know, it's a general reading. If you're in a happy relationship, good for you. Really, honestly, good for you. I'm so happy for you. But this is what's probably coming in for some Scorpios. It's not all of you. Some of you will be in wonderful relationships. It's general after all. The Four of Cups does show, and I think that, to be perfectly honest with you, if you're in a relationship, for some of you guys, the energy around you is all about coming in, is all about, especially if you're in a relationship, the energy is about trying to get through the tough times with a partner, because that's what Temperance is. Temperance is all about cooperation and collaboration with a partner. Now, around that, how this is tying things in, this ties the reading together. So this is about this, but what's going on and why is it that you need to cooperate over the next few months? Because some of you guys, if you're in a relationship, will be bored, or your partner might be bored, and it's bringing a sense of tiredness. Can you see on this Seven of Pentacles energy here how the person is really tired and they're knackered and they're just like, oh man, I just feel like giving up. It's not reversed, but you can clearly see on this card this person's really tired. They put everything that they can do into it, and yet they're just like, oh, you know, I can't do anymore. So I feel that if you're with someone, Scorpio, it might be that you feel this way. If you're single, it might simply be, you know, I've had offers, but nothing interests me, and I just feel like giving up on the whole thing. I'm just so tired of it. So there might be a sense of lethargy either way in your love life. What's the overall outcome of that? Well, again, it's going with the flow with the Two of Coins. It's just playing the field. For some of you guys, if you're in a relationship, you're going to go with the flow, because the Two of Coins in an outcome, especially when you get twos, they do represent uncertainty. So for some of you guys, the overall outcome might be just that you're going with the flow of a relationship with the Two of Coins showing in the outcome. For some of you guys, it might be if you're in relationships, you decide to kind of play the field a bit. Could be for some of you guys, you decide to take a look at another person, because Two of Coins can be to juggle a relationship. The Two of Coins can also be in an outcome, again, just to, you know, play the field a bit. Especially if you're single, this is all about playing with the field and going with the flow. So I do feel that some of you guys really will just be going with the flow. The overall outcome of the Two of Coins can also be that you're finding balance, because you can see the two coins are balanced here. They're not up and down. So really just finding balance with what you have. Let's just have a look at what that Two of Coins is about, though. In the outcome, what's this Two of Coins about? What's this Two of Coins about in 2 to 3 cards? Well, this is all about looking at windows of opportunity with the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, and there's a King of Wands showing here. So it might be, for some of you guys, I'm reading this a few ways, because I read a tarot interaction and I look at the Page of Pentacles, which is a proposal, making a proposal to a King of Wands. Some of you guys, it might be if you're in a relationship, you're trying to work the energies through, all right, with a particular partner, if you're in a relationship. And It might be that you're just not happy with what's being presented on the table in this relationship, and it's bringing forth the Seven of Coins, feeling really tired, feeling really lethargic, feeling really fed up. And then with the Two of Coins, it might be that you've, you know, as I said with the Two of Coins, you're weighing things up. You're coming to a point where you're saying, let me go with the flow and let me see what we can do here. How can we work through these energies, like what it says here? And it might be some of you guys, the overall energy, this is about you guys proposing something to a King of Wands, because you can clearly see a tower interaction where the Page of Pentacles is holding up a pentacle to a King of Wands. So it might be for some of you guys, you're giving somebody an ultimatum by the end of the year. It might be for some of you guys, there are two people around you. Especially if you're single, it might be that you've got a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person around you, and an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So some of you guys, it might be by the end of the year, you got a decision to make between two people, a Taurus, an Earth sign, and a fire sign person showing here, Scorpio. So I think that the overall energies will be that if you're in a relationship with someone, you're probably going to give somebody an ultimatum here, because it does look like you're trying to find a way through this relationship. And I think that if you're not in a relationship and you're just kind of serial dating and that type of thing, there's a couple of people around you by the end of the year showing up here. And let's have a look at what the overall outcome is for that area. Wow, we've got the moon. Ugh. The moon represents confusion, so I do feel that the overall outcome is there's going to be some confusion here in this relationship. And you know, it is what it is, because it does show the moon, and the moon can show secrets, it can show disillusionment. Some of you guys, it might be the overall outcome is you're feeling disillusioned by this relationship, or disillusioned by love per se, because the moon card is all about feeling disillusioned, feeling uncertain, feeling a lack of clarity. And I think that might be the case here. For some of you guys, the overall outcome might be, you know, especially if there's anything to do with a secret lover, maybe this Two of Coins here, because you're so tired of a relationship here, and it's all about the energies around you coming in, or about working cooperatively with someone. And around that, what you've got is feeling unhappy, feeling tired and lethargic, and needing to work out what you want. I think with the Page of Pentacles, I don't think that this is anything to do with cheating. I think that you are making a you know, proposal to this person, possibly an ultimatum, and the overall outcome from that, what you'll experience, is disillusionment, confusion, still lack of clarity. So I do feel that by the end of the year, for some of you, this might be a little bit of a confusing time concerning love. And if you're in a perfectly happy relationship, good for you, all right? Don't go moaning on the reading. If you're in a good relationship, it is general. How many times do I have to say this to you guys? For those of you that moan, what are you afraid of? You know, stop it. These are the cards that come out, so just go with it. I'm sorry to moan on it, but it gets on my nerves, because it's like, it's general and it's free. Stop it. Stop moaning. Let's have a look at your, let's have a look at finally the future energy. So, nice. Energy around you is justice. So, justice is getting what you deserve, basically. That's what justice is. It can be about making decisions, and it can also be about something that's legal. So the energy around you might be something that's legal here with the justice energy. But more than anything, this is about the universe giving us our rewards and giving us what we deserve. Now, under that justice, what will you experience? Wow, Nine of Cups. You guys are manifesting a big wish. By the end of 2018. Nine of Cups is feeling happiness, it's feeling contented, it's feeling that you've got everything that you want, and you're manifesting something really good by the end of 2018. What's around that? Wow! Oh my God, this even gets better. Oh, this is really good, Scorps. This is amazing. So, by the end of the year, you guys should find that you are going to get your rewards. The universe is going to reward you, Scorpio. It really, really is. And what you'll find is that you're going to be manifesting your greatest wish. It could be a new job, it could be a new relationship, it could be a new home, it might be a new creative project. Remember, the Ace of Rods, it represents something new and something that you're passionate about. You're manifesting a new passion here with the Ace of Wands, or what it is, ever it is that you're manifesting here, it's going to allow you to start a new venture with this Ace of Rods. And the outcome showed, oh my God, can that get any better, Scorpio? You've got the Wheel of Fortune as your outcome. Oh my God, that's amazing. You have some real luck on your side. You've got a turn of luck like nobody's business. Whatever you're manifesting, look at this. Nine of Cups, Ace of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, and Justice. That's your future. That's by the end of the year. Can things look any better than that? Okay, yeah, it might look a little bit dodgy in the love area. It doesn't look too bad to me. It just looks a little bit uncertain, a little bit unsteady, a little bit unstable in the love area here, yes. But the Future cards say that everything is going to work out absolutely beautiful for you, Scorpio, because you've got justice. You're being rewarded by the universe. Justice is number 11 in the tarot. And justice is one of the 11th laws, one of the 11 laws of the universe. I think it's 11 laws of the universe, which says that whatever it is that you've put in, you'll get out. Okay, so this is brilliant. You guys being rewarded by the universe. The energy is that the universe is going to start bringing in some amazing stuff by the end of the year. Not that you're not having amazing stuff. I mean, I think that there are a few areas for you to get through, if I'm being totally honest, but that's fine. Justice. Getting everything that you want, everything that you desire, and underneath that manifestation of wishes, the Nine of Cups, feeling happy, feeling contented, feeling satisfied, new beginnings, Ace of Rods energy showing here, new passions, could be a new passionate relationship, new job, new creative venture with the Ace of Rods energy, and this is going to bring you great abundance, great changes for the better like you've never had before, probably. And what's the overall outcome? Please let it be a good overall outcome. Oh my God. So sorry. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. What the hell? You've got the Star? Oh my God. You guys are just going to have an incredible next few months. Yes, you have had a few trials. And you know what? Life is life. Life is what you make it. It really is, Scorps. It really, really is. Because you look, oh my God, look at that. You've got the Star as the overall outcome. You're going to be manifesting all sorts of shit, man. I'm telling you. All your dreams are going to be coming through. True. Also, the Star card represents relief. So the overall outcome, whatever it is that's going on in these areas here, whatever it is that's going on in these areas here, what you will find with the Star energy is everything is now being relieved. You're finding that there's complete and utter clearance going on here. So this is clearance of all obstacles in the outcome energy by the end of the year. Can you see how the woman pours the water from the 2 jugs? She's releasing any obstacles, any problems. All of her worries are being washed away. And the Star card, whenever you get, this is one of the best cards, if not the best card you can get in the tarot, because it tells you that you're going to be, the overall outcome is you're entering into a really fortunate time. A time that means that you're ready to go into 2019 with some good shit on your side. This new beginning that you've got here, you've got the 9 of Cups. You're manifesting, you've got 2 wish cards as well, Star here and the 9 of Cups here. And also the Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Wands. And Justice. Oh my God, this is just incredible in your future. By the end of 2018, you guys are really, really coming. You can't get better cards than this, Scorpio. You really can't in a tarot reading. I mean, the cards here are in freaking... I mean, honestly, I'm amazed. They are incredible. Just incredible. You guys are really going to be in a fortunate time. Honestly, seriously, 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 seriously. Amazing. And the universe is rewarding you because justice is a universal card. Okay, when you get justice, you guys are going to be receiving your justice. Wishes fulfilled. New passionate beginnings in whatever area it is that you're passionate about. New relationship maybe. Money. Not so much a money card, but this can be the start of stuff. It's the start of growth. That leads to the Wheel of Fortune. Great prosperity, great abundance. A very fortunate time within your life. It's your calling, it's your destiny, it's your path. It's your life path here. The overall outcome being the Star. Great achievement. Achievement of goals. Manifestation of wishes again. And it's a major card this time. This is sort of the major of this one in a way. Just amazing. What are your wishes for the year? For the rest of the year? Oh my God, the Sun. That's your wish. Your wish is that everything will go right. That you'll have success, prosperity, happiness, cheer, joy. That is your wish with the Sun energy. You wish for happiness, health, cheer, joy, confidence, everything. That's what the Sun is. It's a beautiful, beautiful card. Sorry if I'm rushing a little bit at the end. It's just that we're past the hour and I don't want to leave this too long. Just absolutely stunning. You guys are really good. I mean, you're really good for the rest of it. You're really entering into an amazing time, Scorpio. It's just really good. We're going to go through the reading quickly again anyway. Where is everything heading? What's the overall outcome for 2018 for you guys? The Tower. Don't read that badly. The Tower card says that there are some major upheavals by the end of the year. And I can see the upheavals happening. I can see it here in your personal life, here in your home life. I can definitely see in this area here because this is your work area and you've got the ending of a cycle happening here. So I'm not surprised that the Tower is your overall outcome for the way that everything is heading. This is saying that there's some major, by the end of the year, and you've got this area here as well. Now, you do have this area, and this is to be perfectly honest with you, I mean, some of you guys in the outcome of your work, for example, could be with the Emperor energy. The Emperor is all about drawing those boundaries and making decisions that benefit you, because you're coming from a place of logic and rationale with the Emperor. All right, because you're making a judgment. Some of you guys, it might be that you're making a judgment on a pretty difficult boss, for example. Emperors are bosses, and the devil represents somebody who is difficult and devilish and negative and wants to put a chain on you. So some of you guys are making a judgment on that. Some of you guys, it might be that there's a tribunal, something like that with the judgment energy. But I think more than anything in the work area, you're making a judgment. And that judgment is to do with the chains that you've been in terms of your work. And some of you guys, by the end of the year, with the Emperor energy as the overall outcome, it might be that you decide to assert yourself and take back your control with the Emperor energy. Especially, I think, if some of you guys have a rising or moon in the Emperor in Aries, I definitely feel that you're looking to take back control. But the overall energy for you guys coming in is the Hanged Man. And this is about changing your perspective. And I think that you guys are, I think this is more about not a lull, but more about changing your perspective. Because we've got the Judgment card under this, and you're making a judgment. You're making a pretty big decision on something that's been holding you back here. And I think that the Emperor really, in the overall outcome of your work area here, Scorps, is all about taking your control back and drawing those boundaries. And that's why you've got the World card coming to, not only is the overall outcome from this great success, it's also some very positive changes as you draw to a close, a successful close, something that no longer serves you, and you move forward to the beginning, to a new beginning. So I think a new beginning is happening in your workplace here, and that would sum up with the Tower energy, saying that there's going to be some major upheavals, I think, coming in around your working area in these areas here. As for your personal situation, we have, well, there are announcements here, the Page of Rods energy. I think that you're definitely making an announcement. I'm just going to see who you're making this announcement to. Who is Scorpio making the announcement to? Or what's it about? Let me just see if I can just see in one card. Oh my God, look, you've just got the Tower again. You've just got the Tower. So I think that you're announcing a major upheaval. Can you see that, the Tower? It's about the Tower. It came out as your clarifier as well. Oh my God, the next card, Eight of Cups. Look, see. Oh my God. You're leaving the Tower. I think that you're announcing that you're leaving behind something that is no longer stable enough for you. Because you've got the Eight of Cups leaving the Tower. Can you see how that person walks away from the Tower? It's walking away from a sinking ship. So I think that you guys are going to be announcing in 2018, the next few months, that you are leaving a sinking ship. You're no longer going to indulge yourself in this ship any longer. Okay? And this is why you've got the Eight of Cups showing here. You're walking towards something better. But the overall outcome is the need to strategize. You're going to have to strategize, and you're going to have to plan very carefully here. Okay? Because you're focusing on working towards moving. Focusing Knight of Wands towards working on changes, energy. Because what you want to leave is the Nine of Coins behind in the reverse. Financial instability, more than likely, for some of you guys. For some of you guys, it's a feeling of not being able to have your own independence. It could be a home move. You want to leave a sinking ship. Both cards show leaving Tower and the Eight of Cups. And that's why you've got the Tower again in the overall outcome. They're very strong cards here, Scorpio. The Tower is the overall outcome for this area as well. Major shifts, major upheavals. Again, in the home life, we've got the Three of Swords. I'm just going to see what that Three of Swords really is about. We know that it's about separation. But why have we got the Three of Swords here? Can you give us a bit more light on this? Okay. I think that there's some drama. There could be a Gemini person around you guys. I think that there is drama that's brought in some form of a clear reality here, because you've got the the Knight of Swords showing here, and the Knight of Swords is all about drama. But I think that this drama has brought a reality check with the Seven of Cups energy showing there. And I think the reality check is all about you guys being chained, and that's why the energy around this is showing you guys coming to a point of completion. The overall outcome shows the Page of Coins needing to, I think the overall outcome is needing to look at your resources. Some of you guys, it might be the overall outcome shows from this, because we've got a 10 and an 11 here. It might be that the completion shows a new venture The overall outcome is investing in a new venture, which Page of Coins can be. This is all about a new direction, Two of Wands. So this might be that you guys are motivated to move. The Eight of Wands is all about movement, and the Four of Wands is home, so motivated to move home. So I think that this Page of Coins is either in the overall outcome putting down a down payment, investing in something new, because it's a number 11, it's coming after that 10 there. So we've got the ending completion, 2 10s, represents the end of a journey, the completion of a cycle, and moving into this new venture, investing in this new venture because you are motivated and you're ready with that Two of Wands to move Eight of Wands home with the Four of Wands energy. So I definitely feel that for some of you guys, this is definitely a movement home. And again, the overall outcome for this area, Tower energy, upheaval showing here. Love life, I think that the overall energy will be an upheaval here, because you've got trying to make something work in a relationship. I'm just going to get 2 cards on that as well. And what is this about? The Temperance energy. Show me what the Temperance energy is about in 2 cards, if you can, a bit more information. Well, yeah, there's pressure here, there's struggles. Okay. I think that you guys are struggling to be happy. If I were to read it as a tarot combination, well, your burden, 10 of Wands, you might be struggling to be happy, for example. So this is why you guys might be trying to work out a situation with an individual, because you're really struggling to find the happiness in the relationship energy here. You might be struggling to find happiness within this home, within your relationship. And that might be why some of you guys are leaving the home area here and strategizing, making those plans there. But you know, I feel that there is unhappiness, and you're just not satisfied. There's a lack of satisfaction in love. I feel with the Seven of Coins, it's brought about a sense of feeling really tired, really fed up, and the overall outcome, which shows the Two of Coins, trying to find back. So I think the overall outcome, if you're in a relationship, is trying to find that balance in the overall outcome by making a proposition to the person that you're with. If you're single, just going with that flow. But I think most of all, and if you're single, the Temperance energy is all about finding balance for the year. So the overall energy will be, well, trying to find that person that you can feel balanced with, because you guys might have been struggling to find happiness in a relationship if you're single here. You've got plenty of admirers, but you're just not interested, and it makes you give up in a way with the Seven of Coins showing there. But at the end, might be 2 people, 2 suitors that you're looking at here, a Page of Pentacles and a King of Wands energy. And the overall outcome, I mean, for this area is the Moon energy, uncertainty, lack of clarity showing up there. But the overall outcome for this area will be the Tower energy, where you might just get rid of both, because you've got 2 people falling from a tower. So you might just get rid of both suitors, for example. You're going to be cool on that, love, don't worry about it. This area, the final outcome, brilliant. Getting justice, getting the rewards, things that you deserve, manifestation of wishes, happiness, contentment, joy, feeling smug at what you're achieving here, new beginnings, new passions, work, love, perhaps with the Ace of Rods, leading to a fortunate change of events, Wheel of Fortune, prosperity, abundance, great changes with this Wheel of Fortune energy showing up here. And the overall outcome for this area is showing a major upheaval again with the Tower energy, showing that you're, you know, though things might be changing in a really rapid and a big way, it's making room for you to start building up things again. Brilliant, brilliant reading. Let's have a look at what your overall advice is. Strength. So the advice for the year, for the rest of the year, Scorpio, is that you're going to be overcoming your obstacles. Strength means to overcome an obstacle. I see you guys overcoming your fears with the Strength energy, but I also see you guys building your inner confidence and building your trust, building your beliefs. For some of you guys, it could be the overall advice is in terms of love. You might find someone who you connect with very strongly with the Strength energy. If not, then you just need to have patience with the Strength energy showing here. Some of you guys might need to resist certain urges, for example. It might need the more gentle approach. But I feel more than anything that this is the overcoming an obstacle. Strength usually means overcoming an obstacle. So I think the advice is take your time, trust, have faith, have inner confidence, and you will overcome any obstacles, because it certainly looks like it here. Okay, oh my God, 1 hour 12. Sorry, guys. What else can I do? It is the way it is with these readings. But yeah, I'd like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe, and I'll see you guys on your monthlies in June. Take care. Bye-bye.